Hey guys, Zach Ukich, race director of Ironman 70.3 in Coeur d'Alene. We're here on a beautiful November day. There's a glowy thing in the sky. I was born and raised in Coeur d'Alene. Been involved with Ironman Coeur d'Alene since 2008 and was awarded the opportunity to come back and race direct in my hometown in 2015 for the full Ironman. And we started the 70.3 in 2016, and it's been a success ever since. We're going to be walking you through the venue, registration, merchandise, swim start, swim finish, bike out, bike in, run out, finish line, medical, athlete food, so on and so forth. All right, we're gonna talk about parking. Parking is one of those things that in Coeur d'Alene, there isn't dedicated parking to the race. Parking in the neighborhoods is fair game, as well as in the city lots here. The city lots you will pay, but there is vast amount of parking here, as well as on the other side of the Coeur d'Alene Resort in McEwen Park. So you should find enough parking there. You keep in mind, during the race, this lot is somewhat landlocked, so your vehicle will probably be stuck in here till at least about noon, give or take. If you park on the other side of Northwest Boulevard, up in the neighborhoods here, you will be able to get out pretty much any time during the race. Hey, so this is the Expo, entrance to Expo, and behind me on the basketball courts is gonna be your Expo. The stage where the awards and athlete briefings are gonna be just off to my left here by that tree. And then on the basketball court is the actual Expo itself. Let's go check out the swim. Just had to make sure these are still working. You're gonna head out from this location via a rolling start. So out of transition, you're going to funnel into the beach down at that far end. And it's really important as an athlete, for those that have not been a part of a rolling start and a self-seated rolling start, is to appropriately seed yourself. So really look at that. We're gonna have signs up on the beach that indicate what section you should be in. If you don't know, talk to a staff member and a volunteer, and we'll be happy to help you out with that. Right here is actually pretty close to the swim exit. Okay, so it's about 100 yards apart. So here you're gonna come out of the water and you're gonna take a sharp right, and we're gonna send you up the beach to the seawall, and it's gonna be right over there. So we're officially off the beach now, and this is where we enter transition. Okay, right here is gonna represent your swim peelers, wetsuit peelers. So as you run through this area, there's gonna be wetsuit peelers on either side. If you don't need a wetsuit peeler, obviously continue. If you do, we ask that you stay to one side or the other so the athletes that don't need wetsuit peelers can continue. Okay. After you get a wetsuit peeler, we're gonna send you through the middle of the basketball court here and into transition. That side over there, the other side of the basketball court is transition. We have tons of porta potties in this transition, so that will not be an issue. And then again, we'll have porta potties on that side as well. This is gonna be the center aisle down transition. Your bikes are gonna be on either side of where I'm at. It's about a 14-foot wide swath down the middle of transition to get you from swim all the way through to bike, and then when you come back in off the bike, back to the run course, which is over there. This is our mount and dismount line right here. Again, there's some curbs and stuff and other things that we need to navigate coming out of the park, that it's really important that we mount and dismount right here. And that's why it's here, is to get people doing the same thing in the lead up, and then coming in, it's a slight descent, coming back in for the dismount. And we want people stopping and slowing down before this left turn into the park. For 70.3, it is a one loop bike course. You have a 14-mile out and back, so it's 7 miles out, 7 miles back. Once you get back to this point, after doing the Higgins Point out and back, you're gonna start your progress towards Highway 95, and then you're gonna have about a 22-mile bike ride down 95 and back. Coming back into transition is the same way you went out. You're gonna come back in through that bike path, flow through transition, wherever your bike is. Again, try to remember and spend some time learning where your bike's at. because everything's gonna look the same. There's trees all over the place. And I really encourage everyone to spend some time looking at where their bike's at and feel it out, right? After the bike, come back through, use the restrooms, get the bottle fill, use your time in transition to prepare yourself for the run. So the run out is in this area over here, and it's gonna take you out underneath the Coeur d'Alene Resorts bridge and then into McEwen Park, which is gonna lead you to Aid Station 1, okay? Aid Station 1 is just off to my left. You can't see it, but it's gonna lead you into the park, and then you're gonna continue on the far side. Once you get to the far side of the park, we're gonna continue east out of the park all the way up to Potlatch Hill through the Sanders Beach neighborhood. It's a historic neighborhood, beautiful homes, big trees, shaded, and it runs just along the side of Tubbs Hill here. This is actually Tubbs Hill. On a side note, great place for a warm-up run, days leading up to. There's rocks to jump off, tons of swimming and things like that for family members. As you leave the park for the race and you go out to Potlatch Hill, you're going to turn around at Potlatch Hill, just past Potlatch Hill, and you're going to come back in and you're going to circle around the park under the little walkway over here and then hit the aid station again, Aid Station 1, and then back out on the course. There are 4 total aid stations on the run course. This is an awesome park. It is the best, in my opinion, place to watch your athlete during race day. You'll see your athlete come through twice in this park, but the beauty is it's a circular park, and you'll get to see the athlete on both sides. So in theory, you could run, with an athlete coming through, you could run, see them on one side, go to the other side, see them again, and you get to do that 4 times. Another thing I want to point out in this park is this is actually the venue for our Ironkids race. This Ironkids race has been a success every year. It is one of our staff's favorite time of race week. It is Saturday morning. Typically we'll start about 9 o'clock. And that actually is hosted over here in this pavilion. That'll be the start and the finish. And we're gonna do a half mile for the little guys and then a 1 mile run for the little bit bigger kids. And stay tuned on that. Check out our Ironkids webpage for pricing and times. We're still a little bit early, so we're gonna have more information on that coming closer to June. All right, here we are. This is the finish line. So after your 2 laps on the run course, we're gonna shoot you up onto Sherman Avenue, and you're actually gonna run down Sherman Avenue. It's the same run course, same finish line as the full. There was only one other year that the finish line was in a different spot, and that was in 2003. I just want to talk about how excited I am that you're all signed up to do this race. This race is more than just an Ironman race to me. Been to a lot of races, but again, this is my hometown, and I think Coeur d'Alene really has something very special to offer you. The race is an incredible race, and I think you're going to really appreciate it. And the community and the people and the volunteers are absolutely fantastic. So please enjoy it. Spend some time out and about. Go see some of the sites and the tours that this place has to offer. And really, I sincerely hope you have a great time here at Ironman 70.3 Coeur d'Alene.